Yo, what's good? It's the King, and we are back to tell you guys all about one of my favorite things to use to get a high protein diet in. Simply one scoop of whey protein. Now, as you can see here, the reason I'm showing you this one is because this is ultimately one of my favorite whey protein choices, brand-wise and flavor-wise. This is Legion's Whey Plus Protein, and it has over 20 grams of protein in one scoop. As you can see, obviously the red velvet flavor has been one of my favorite, and it literally just came out about 3 weeks ago. Now, as an advocate for whey protein, I'm obviously going to tell you to take it. Yes, it's easy protein to get in, but I'm also here to clear up all controversy that you have on the product and why you should take it. So someone like me who's a D1 athlete, lifts a lot, loves to go to the gym, loves to work out, a scoop of whey protein at the end of the night or at the beginning of your morning is something that's perfect for your body's function, especially when you mix in all the different ways and how versatile it is. If you put it in milk, if you wake up and you put it in some water like the clear whey, or even if you're making a recipe, some protein oats, some pancakes, there are so many different ways that you can add a scoop of this or two, because let's be honest, we've all added that extra scoop when it was a little too good. And that's exactly what I've done, but it's perfectly fine. Because if you want a scoop of whey protein in your protein diet, in your protein foods, in your nutrition, it's gonna be the easiest way for you to feel way better when you're obviously hitting the gym a lot, or when you're going on runs, when you're burning a lot of calories, when you're tearing those muscles apart. It's just gonna be something that's way better for you. If you're skeptical about taking it, don't be. Because yes, this is only 100 calories, so what in the world could possibly be in it? It's not that many things, guys. This Legion product and all Legion products are third-party tested, which means other companies come in to test their products to make sure that they are safe to sell and for people to use. And products like this whey protein are clinically effective for ingredients. Starting off with your electrolytes, if you're reading the back of this labeling right here, 110 milligrams of calcium, 20 milligrams of magnesium, 190 milligrams of sodium, and 190 grams of potassium. And this is non-genetically modified whey protein. Keep that in mind too. That's very important when you're talking about putting things in your body. Now, like I mentioned, 100 calories. This has less than 1 gram of fat, 0 added sugars, and less than 1 gram of saturated fat. A lot of people ask me what it tastes like, and to be honest, it really depends on the flavor. My favorite brand being Legion, and my favorite protein powder being the cinnamon cereal or the red velvet. There are two completely different tastes. Whether I'm making a smoothie or whether I'm making pancakes, you're gonna taste a dessert-like meal, especially if I'm putting it in a protein smoothie with other ingredients like Greek yogurt, a banana, a little bit of ice, even though ice has no taste, and then obviously some cinnamon or a little bit of sugar. Like, I don't add sugar in my stuff, but this is gonna be something that makes your protein diet, this is gonna be something that makes your food taste like dessert. For example, if I was to put this down and pick this up, this apple pie whey protein was honestly the greatest thing that I've ever tried. Obviously, I tried it making an apple pie. I baked a homemade apple pie by myself. I used the flour. I got the apples. I got it cut up. I actually posted one of the recipes on my TikTok and Instagram. I'll show you guys the link to that one so you can see it. But all I did was add this to some flour. I used some milk. It was actually muscle milk. And then I put a little bit of cinnamon in there. And it literally tasted like apple pie batter. And then I just kept going with the cut up apples. And then I made my dough. I also put this in the dough so the dough itself would taste a little bit like apple pie. And this was one of the greatest recipes that I've ever created. So obviously, if a flavor like red velvet tastes this good, you must be wondering how much you can eat a day, right? And I wonder the same thing, like how much whey protein do I really need? Obviously, as a D1 athlete, I already have my nutritional standards for my regular meals, my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner, my snacks. So I don't necessarily need whey protein with every single meal. I don't have to use a scoop every time I'm eating something. But a scoop in the morning, a scoop at night, whether my protein smoothie, whether my protein oats for breakfast or for dinner, my last meal of the day, that's gonna be something that's really beneficial. So you don't have to use it every single day. But on the contrary, if you're trying to get a high boost in protein or you're not really hitting your protein goals, you can use a scoop or two each day. And for all my people who hit the gym and love working out, if you're wondering if the scoop of this after your workout is gonna help better than eating it before, I personally believe that it absolutely does. If you don't want to take my word for it, it's also scientifically proven that a high intake of protein consumption after your workout is really beneficial for protein synthesis. And we all know protein as that supplement that's helping you build muscle. And this supplement provides essential amino acids for you, so when you consume it after a workout, it's only going to build after that workout. Always remember that moderation is key, and just like any other supplement that won't thrust you in your fitness journey, the right ones will help. This is absolutely one that's going to benefit you in your fitness journey, but remember moderation. Remember to keep your exercise and keep your nutrition as consistent as possible. Whey protein is not going to solve all your problems, especially when it comes to muscle gain. Make sure you're staying consistent in the gym. Make sure you're staying consistent with your recovery. This is something that can help your recovery, but make sure you're doing other remedies to boost that as well. I hope this video taught you way more about protein powder. And if it didn't, comment a question or let me know what you still want to know. And make sure you guys stay updated and informed about your supplemental habits. Remember, you don't need supplements in your fitness journey. The right ones will help. It's been the King. I'll catch y'all next time.